So pretty much just whatever the ruck or shoes, just keep it available in any time gap that I have allowed throughout the course.
Yeah, but you also like so. I don't want you to think that you got to be killing yourself. You have to evaluate your own physical fitness. Okay, if you can, like if I'm in Garrison and I'm just learning stuff, then I'm busting my ass because I know what's coming up, right? Like I know I'm gonna have to walk a lot in the Q course. I know I'm gonna have to build trucks with no wheels and carry logs and jerry cans and all the grip strength stuff that you're gonna have to do, right? So I got to be working on that, like grip strength. Like my 3 Green Berets and my 2 Army Rangers said the number one thing that you better work on is grip strength.
Oh yeah.
Like, but you know that, right? Like you know that. I just got to get you a mentor, and I'm gonna call my dude and have him talk to you. I'll call my dude today, and I'll get you in contact with him. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah, because so here's the thing that, and I'm gonna say it this way. Going into this line of work without a mentor is going to equal a failure. Maybe not a failure to select, but a failure to be successful. And all I want to do is be successful. You know what I mean? All I want you to do is be successful. And so, like, if you go into it, it's just too many minefields and just crazy shit in the community to not have somebody helping you stay on the path to greatness.
Yeah, I can understand that, sir.
Okay. How you got a wife? How many kids you got?
I got 3 kids. Yeah, I'm married.
Okay, hang on real quick. Hey! I asked y'all to keep it down a little bit, please. Turn the TV off. Go downstairs. Turn the TV off. Go downstairs. Holy shit, man. I got damn tribe of savages in my house, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you've been in the Army 8 years. You got a great relationship with your wife. You got 3 kids. Just understand this. Your job makes divorces. Okay, the job you're going into makes divorces. So I implore you to do everything that you can do to make sure that you work on that family as much as you work on your job. Okay? Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. This is my 2 cents word of advice. You're going to be in a situation where you're going to have to ask yourself. Go ask them back. You're going to have to ask yourself, okay, I can spend another 3 hours on this range and make sure I'm good to go, or I can go home, okay, and see my kids tonight. You know what that answer is already after 8 years in the Army. Because when you're in the business of gunfighting, you have to be prepared for the gunfight or you end up headless, okay? And that's the problem that is the largest problem in the community, in my opinion. Like, the family is what gets shorted because you always have to be prepared for the situation. Because if you're not, bad things happen. And you know that. You've done a couple deployments. You know what I'm talking about. But you just got to keep that in the back of your head, cognizant-wise, to make sure that you reel that in. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, hang on real quick. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Yep, thanks.
My 5-year-old is the most competitive motherfucker in the world. Like this is crazy, dude. This motherfucker, we ran a mile. All of COVID, we had a mile run in the morning when they woke up. He's 4 years old, and he fucking won the race, beat the 9-year-old and the 7-year-old by 200 yards every fucking morning.
Wow.
Yeah, dog, just a fucking animal, bro. Just an animal. But like if he don't get his way, he wailing on you. And so he over here beating the 9-year-old up because the 9-year-old won't play a fucking video game with him and shit. You know, it's fucking crazy. So anyway, I thought of somebody else. I'm gonna hook you up with this in Bragg. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call him right now because I haven't talked to him and I gotta give him a call. And I'm gonna hook you up with him. And I just want you to go over and sit down and talk to him. Okay.
Okay.
Um, it's a guy I went through SEAL training with that didn't end up making it, and he's been a Green Beret for the last 20 years. Okay, but he's awesome, and I think like he would be a super solid person to answer all your nitty gritty questions about, just simple stuff, man. Because and then I'm gonna give you my other banger,
Okay.
and he'll be good for the diversity side of it, right? Understanding how to play that game.
Okay.
All right, because I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, man, like, bro, you're gonna hear all the like. I don't know how much shit you've dealt with in the army, but where you going, you gonna hear it. Okay, dog, I sent motherfuckers to hospital, bro, when I was in the SEAL teams, man. They were dropping N words on me. I was fucking knocking motherfuckers' teeth out, bro. Like I'm not, I can't live in that fucking environment.
Yeah.
And but now having like I got 7 black SEAL officers in the SEAL teams right now. 5 of them have been called the N word.
Really?
Yeah,
Now?
yeah, like you going, bro. You going to see it, man. You going into special operations, bro. It's awful, and so you just got to have a tool to kind of deflect it and not internalize any of it. Don't internalize none of it. And you're an E6. You guys are a little older, so maybe you don't have as many games being played. But I just know like all my guys that are in the ring, like they all, they it's just how it is, man. You're gonna go over there. It's run by the country. The South runs special forces in the Army.
Yeah.
Not so much in the Navy. You grew up in Yelm, so you know what it looked like. I lived in Yelm, right? Like that's where I first started wrestling with Larry Gurman. I rode my first horse in Yelm at 3.5. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, you just gotta, I tell you that so you're not shocked when you get there, okay? And I tell you this: if anything happens, call me before you do anything.
Okay.
I done talked about 15 motherfuckers off the ledge and going to pop a hole in somebody's forehead, and then when you really look at it, you realize they're not really fucking with you because you Hispanic. They fucking with you because it's just another feature they can fuck with you. And then you start to see it like I call it the scab society. Like if they pick the scab and that bitch bleeds, they gonna keep that motherfucker bleeding. Okay. But if they
Hmm.
pick the scab and it don't bleed, then they just leave it the fuck alone. They let it be.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so you gotta. That's why we just use the hey man, glad to know who the bigots are, Bob. Hey Bob, really appreciate it, man. Glad to know who the bigots are. And then just keep it moving. Whatever you were fucking doing, you go back to doing it. Don't be like, hey man, didn't appreciate that. Don't even engage the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And we haven't had so 3 of the dudes that happened with, 2 of them, the platoon beat that guy's ass. And then the third one, the guy they asked the guy to leave the platoon. One of them was they handled it really good, and then the other 2, everybody kind of laughed and shit and went back to work, but that motherfucker never said it again. So, and that 1 on the East Coast and 3 on the West Coast, I think. 4 on the West,
Hmm.
3. Yeah. So I warn all of us, okay, because I wasn't ready for that heat when I got to the SEAL teams. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't outperform it, man. I was number 2 SEAL officer at SEAL Team 8 for fucking 2.5 years, and then I got a racist ass cocksucking motherfucker from the Naval Academy, and he got me
Oh
fired.
man.
He was my classmate at the Naval Academy and got me fired.
Wow.
And what I should have done is just kept my mouth shut and went back to work, because they ended up firing him 3 months later. But by then I had already dropped my grievance. I'd already blew motherfuckers' heads off. I threatened to kill motherfuckers and shit. Like I was so angry. But that's why I do all this shit. Cause motherfuckers like you, my dude, I just got done talking to my dude David Perez. The motherfucker's jogging 21 minutes. High school, just graduated high school. He's going in the army, gonna be a ranger. He's jogging 3 miles in 21 minutes. Jogging.
Like comfortable jog?
Yeah, comfortable jog. Big 6 foot
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
David Perez. Big Hispanic dude, 6'1" Hispanic kid. I said, hey, how hard were you running? He said, I wasn't running hard at all, Jake. I just jogged it. Oh,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
cool. That's the
I mean,
same
he's gonna be
kid.
good.
Yeah, that's the same kid that ran a 37:30 5 mile and hadn't been running at all.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be good.
Yeah, he'll be fine. So we get him signed up on Monday. What other kind of like I'm gonna get you some help, bud. Like I gotta get you some mentorship, and that should be the key to this thing. Is like my advice on mentorship is always the same. You don't ever ask mentorship from somebody that isn't where you want to be, hasn't been where you want to be. Period. Okay, and that's why like I'm not gonna talk to you about a bunch of fucking Q course shit. I mean, you've been in the Army for 8 years. You probably know more than I know. But I know this. The motherfucker that I'm going to call is going to help you out. So, and then the other dude I'm
See,
going to call is going to help you out with all the other bullshit that you're going to have to deal with. Because he's a fucking black dude from fucking Dayton, Ohio. And he's a fucking savage.
is the gentleman down here at Bragg, is he cadre right now?
Nah, I don't think he's in the schoolhouse. He ain't in the schoolhouse.
Yeah.
He's running the medical liaison for the outside, I think.
Okay.
He's on the tail end of his deal. He rides a lot of bikes and shit, bicycles. So,
Okay.
but I know him real well. Like he was in the class behind me, ended up in my class or in a class ahead of me. Like I know my dude real good. So I'm gonna call him as soon as I get off the phone with you, and I'll put you in contact. I'll put you both in a group text, and then you got to go over and see him. Just say, hey man, can I come over and bring you a beer? And then just pick his brain. You know, he's been in the community for 20 years now. Maybe longer than that, 22 years. Because I went to Buds in 98 and he failed out in 98 and went in the Army. So he's been a Green Beret for at least 20 years.
Okay.
And he's a great fucking dude. Like, he's our type of dude. You know, you a Yelm Washington motherfucker. I know who I'm talking to. You know, he ain't about no bullshit, no pomp and circumstance. He ain't gonna fucking give you a bunch of bullshit. He's not a hard ass, fucking pencil dick motherfucker. He's just a good ass
Yeah.
dude, you know. All right, brother.
Okay.
You got any other questions for me?
No, Jake. No, sir. If I can get in contact with that one guy and then your ruck program or any ruck progression. I think our first email was more, if we were going to talk, it was about replacing swimming with rucking. But
Yeah.
honestly, I just went and did the swim workouts, and it honestly improved me a lot running. So I didn't even think about it.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you. All my guys said the same thing. Are you swimming right now?
No, I haven't swam in a couple weeks due to us like PCS and trying to find a pool. I start swimming again next Monday.
Okay, so you want to, so my guys all said the same thing. All three of the Green Berets guys said, "Hey, 10 by 100s, got to do the intervals
Yeah.
because it'll help you out with everything else involved, right?" Okay. All right. Okay. I just thought my renter just texted me that my washing machine just exploded and burst into flames and I just bought it. Like I just fucking bought it like a year ago. So I'm fucking here I am. I'm sitting here. I'll be there Thursday, but I can't, it's one of them deals, dog. It's never ending on a cash machine. It pays me a lot of money every year, but it's always something foolish, man. Like always.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it was shocking me at one point, so I should have known that it might fucking explode, but I couldn't figure that out. So anyway. All right, so the swimming is really important. 10 by 100s. We talked about the grip strength. You know that. The ruck program, you got your hands on the Thor program?
Yeah, so I did. I've seen the Thor program a couple of times, and I've completed a bunch of ruck programs, and leading into SFAS, like I would do a ruck run and then a long ruck.
Okay.
Those would be my 2 rucks a week.
Yep.
And I mean, it got me through selection, but it did wear my body down a lot. I don't think I can maintain or keep doing that stuff while going through the queue.
How much did you have in your ruck?
So I was 60 pounds, 60 to 70 pounds.
Okay, yeah, my guys all said 65 pounds.
Yeah.
So, like what we got in there, we got a 3 mile. So you replaced the easy run on Monday with a 3 miler. And then you're going to replace the Tuesday easy run with a 5 miler rucks, but fast rucks. And then you're going to replace every other Saturday with a long ruck.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
really 8. But here's the deal, right? That's why I'm gonna have you talk to Jeff about it, because like the more I listen, but they going for CAG. We know that the CAG is a whole different animal. But like, dude, the CAG say he walk 18 miles a day every day. Like, he walked to work and home every day. It's like 9 miles. He walked 18 miles a day with a like 75-pound ruck on to get ready to go. The other dude
Yeah.
talked about he walked 50 miles every Saturday and Sunday. He walked around the field and up and down the hill like the whole weekend. So, um, and the other part of it is just understanding that you're supposed to get your ass beat down.
Yeah.
You're not ever like you're never gonna come out of training feeling like fucking peaches and cream and shit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna make 2 calls right now, and then we'll figure it out from there, brother.
Okay. Hey, thanks, sir. I appreciate your time.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Great comment from my guy, Andrew Lewis. This kid is going places. Champions for life, baby. I'll be sure to share. Thank you, Andrew, for that awesome comment, man. Thank you for sharing. And as always, man, this channel is built around making people better, trying to get people into the military, into the service academies. And at the end of the day, man, we all know what we're getting into. We build champions for life, and we don't accept anything but your best, and we accept absolute winning at all costs. Sacrifice to achieve, boys. Sacrifice to achieve. Everybody have a great weekend, man. Hope you're having a great day. And as always, smash the subscribe button if you like it. And if you love it, share it.